guys? What's up? So, I haven't really been on top of the ball lately with anything. Um, Obviously, I haven't made any decent videos in months, but I've had some family emergencies that I've had to deal with. But those all seem to be taken care of as of late, and hopefully I'll be able to find some extra time to put into making some videos outside of my schooling. Um, I'm decided I needed to go back to finish my degree, my second degree. Um, so I've been heavily focused on that and other interpersonal things. But the last videos I did were The Revenant, which got hacked up into 3 pieces because, like I said, my life has been super hectic. But Chroma Prime, he's here, right? He's amazing. We have Chroma Prime, we have Gram Prime, we have Rubico Prime. It's been a pretty awesome update, actually. You know, everybody was they were pretty iffy about this Chroma Prime, and nobody really knew the specifics. But I searched like almost every day for new stuff on Chroma Prime. And I found out his base armor was up like 125, and his energy capacity is now rivaling Saren and Volts. I may be wrong. I don't believe I am, but I'm pretty sure Chroma Prime has the third highest energy in the game, which is a good thing. So let's put Chroma Prime back to his original state. So this is our original Chroma. Now obviously I've been playing this game for 3 years and I have never bought a Prime Access. But when I started reading about Chroma and I started reading about his armor buff and his energy buff, I figured that I was just going to go straight for it and buy the Prime Access. And I couldn't even pass up with the way Warframe and DE has been going with their armor, with Revenant and with Chroma. There was no way I wasn't going to buy the accessory pack. I couldn't. This armor for Chroma is way too amazing. It is awesome. So I'm going to attach all of these so you can see exactly what it looks like. And obviously you can see exactly what it looks like on the Prime Access, but this is a little in person here. And I do like how DE kind of slid in there with this accessory pack, because most of the primes we see, they involve a lot of the shinies, and there wasn't a lot of shinies here. So they added this accessory pack, and Chroma looks like, he looks like a medieval dragon fighter. I don't know how to put it. That was kind of stupid, but that's about as much as I can put it. But yeah, so this is Chroma Prime, and I still have my Chroma, my original Chroma, which is 3 format, and then my Chroma Prime right here. So we're going to first gonna check out Chroma. He's 3 format. This is the one I would usually use for my Eidolon hunts. I haven't used him for much other than that in recent days, because obviously I came back from an 11-month hiatus from Warframe, and they had added the Plains of Eidolon. They had gotten rid of raids. lot of other stuff. And now Fortuna's coming down the pipe, the Venus open world map with huge spiders. But okay, yeah, let's check out this. I'm gonna show you guys my build that I had for my 3 Forma Chroma. And obviously I didn't start to build my Chroma up until I came back from this 11-month hiatus. So obviously I had taken I had put Umbral Intensify on just because of the extra 4% it gives you over Intensify, or the 14% it gives you over Intensify. But for a build on another frame of mine, I decided to max out Umbral Intensify and use that mixed with Umbral Fiber, even though Umbral Fiber is not maxed out. So that gave me 283 and 260, and this is just my this was the very first Tri-Hunt build that I had. And then here was my Tri-Hunt build is 338 and 244 for the duration. Obviously efficiency and range doesn't matter. What did matter though is that I had to add prime continuity, because as most of you know, when you play Chroma and you go into a Tri-Hunt, you are pretty much daddy. Your job is essentially like you're a tank and a buff and an attack. That's what you are. You're supposed to be Chroma Wisp. You're supposed to launch little wispies all over the place so people can get their strength up, and then you're supposed to one-shot Eidolons, and you're supposed to not go down, and you have to keep your stuff up, man. So this was my build. Obviously this is just messing around. I wasn't really doing anything with my C configuration, but this was my 3 Forma. And for my Vex armor build, it was 1183 for the armor increase and 929 for the damage increase. Now, that's not the highest that I've seen, but obviously I was still building, because, you know, he was only 3 Forma. So that right there was 1,183% armor increase off of his armor, which is 125 less than Chroma Prime, and then 929% damage increase, which, you know, depending on the build, I use Lanka just because of the effect that comes with the weapon, the electricity. Now with my Chroma Prime, he's only 1 Forma so far, but he's at 1,144% and 899%. Obviously, I still need to Forma him. His efficiency is super low. I'll show you my build for him, which I don't usually do. See, it's 327 and 232.
And make the Lotus proud.
So, and I still have an open slot. I still need to do a few things, and I haven't really messed around with trying to figure out the best Vex build yet. So, but I will. But other than that, yeah. And then Grand Prime starts out, you know, obviously. I love this sword. I love what they did with it. They're calling it the father of all swords. It's Granddaddy, right? That's how they do it. And then Rubico. Rubico isn't a weapon I really used a lot. I do enjoy the firing rate for the Rubico Prime. The damage, not so much. I mean, obviously you can build a great, you could have a great build, especially with the right rivet. But of course, like everything else in Warframe, if you don't have the plat for it, it takes time. But yeah, so this is Chroma Prime, and I'm super excited about it. You know, in the future, I'm going to be doing an elemental ward build and a spectral scream build, just to see how far we can push the limits of Chroma Prime, just to see what we can do, just to see what the differences are between Chroma and Chroma Prime, aside from the armor and aside from the energy boost. So what does he have right now? His energy is 850, and that's just with Prime Flow. That's not without the other augment mod, which for some reason, there we go, endurance drift. And there are more that you can add, but you know, we'll put this up real quick just so you can see. 880 energy is what they give this guy. That's insane. And I don't think anybody was expecting that type of buff for Chroma. And yes, everybody is still complaining about, you know, effigy and all of that, but I love it. I love that, you know, what they did with Chroma. I'm glad that they didn't rework him, because Chroma is a great frame. It is a great frame to use, regardless of what his, you know, of his abilities. His spectral scream and his effigy, they work wonders for you. They just work wonders in certain situations. Now the two abilities, spectral scream and effigy, aren't 100% use for 100% of the missions, but if you're in a bind anywhere and you have a decent spectral scream or an effigy, like, you're out of it. Say you're surrounded by like 100 and something enemies at once, you're good. Just throw up your effigy, put on your elemental ward, and bounce and recombobulate yourself. Alright, so I'm gonna put my Chroma back to what he was real quick. Personally, I like the look of Chroma Prime. I like what they did to him. He does look like more of a dragon than he did. To me personally, and I'm guessing this was kind of the direction that Warframe went. Obviously, I'm not a day one player. I've only been playing for like 3 years with an 11-month AFK in the mix. But to me, regular Chroma looked kind of like an infested muscle tissue dragon to me. So I'm really happy about the direction that they took with him here. Excuse me. But, you know, you can't go wrong with Chroma's Dynasty skin. You just can't. And even with this dragon helmet, it looks just as good as if it had his Dynasty helmet on. He just looks like more of a person with his Dynasty helmet, obviously. And even with the Dynasty helmet and this regular Chroma Prime skin, he still looks good. So let's see what we can do real quick. Get him back to what he was.
Ordis did not think the operator could be more attractive. Wrong again, Ordis.
Thanks, Ordis. I appreciate that. no, that's not gonna fly with me.
Tenno, a new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
Lotus, if you don't get the out of my way. And obviously, he's still my, I'm gonna still use him mostly for try hunts. Use him, of course, for some survivals and all that other fun stuff. Energy cold. Let's see. It looks decent. I think I might actually keep his prime frame on just to differentiate between Chroma and Chroma Prime. Obviously, I will be getting rid of my Chroma, because in, what is it, like 3-4 months, we're supposed to get Mesa Prime, and Mesa is, well, she's amazing. I love my Mesa. I didn't get my Mesa until I was Mastery Rank 24, and I'd never really bothered with her. But once I came back from my 11-month hiatus, and I was Mastery Rank 18, and that was 3 months ago when I came back. So I decided, if I'm gonna play, I should probably have a goal. I should probably set myself some goals so I can, contribute. So I can contribute to to the game. So, and to my progression in it. So I decided just to start grinding, and I started grinding, and Ivara and Mesa quickly became two of my favorite frames. Of course, that just fits my playstyle. Some people like to stomp around the ground the whole time with Rhino, or hide behind a bubble with Limbo. Which personally, my personal opinion, Limbo, your next skin should be a garbage can. But it is what it is. That's my opinion, not everybody else's. If you like the main Limbo, good for you. So I'll fix him later. Where's my Mesa? There she is. I'm super excited for Mesa Prime. Like, incredibly excited. Here's my good boy. Where are you going? This is my run-of-the-mill Lotus. But he does have a bed. that's why he comes here. Obviously, my room is a bit bare. That will be rectified quite shortly. But I am fighting a war over here. I think I'm winning. I don't know. None of them are dead yet. So, ever since I've came back, I've had a vice. And that vice has been a plague path ribbon. I have rolled this 50 times, and I have not been happy with a single roll. At all. 50 times. That's over 100,000 Kuva easily. Obviously, as any of you know, anything past 10 rolls is 3,500 Kuva. So you do the math. So, I'm gonna go run some Kuva real quick. See, the fortress is still near here. Whoops, hold on. Need to make sure my regulators are on the setup it should be. Now, obviously, my regulators aren't set up to be end game. I haven't articulated enough time to put in for that yet, but I will. After we do this, we'll head over to the dojo and we'll check out the new natural build options, which I'm currently in the process of trying to turn a whole room into. I'll give you a little quick tour of the dojo once we get done with this Kuba flood. Oh, well, I should have been paying attention. My fault.
My little rumpled dimples. Why must you let them
Why is
hurt my
that?
siphon? Do you want me to get mean?
This is your chance. Hack into that disabled ambulance.
Obviously, I still have my 444 amp build on.
Hurry. Our operator flight to strike those Kuba clouds. Good work, Tenno. We need to do everything we can to stop the Queens from gathering and Kuba.
My siphon! My Kuba! You're messing up all my plans. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Looks like heavy activity ahead.
Obviously, with my build, I'm getting a lot of yellow crits, but not as many orange or red
Still
as I would
working
like.
on it. Continue to defend.
Ooh, need to rebuild some stuff.
Terminal hacked. Moving.
I don't know where I'm going. Obviously, not over here. Maybe we could try.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
see you over there.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Tendo, do not damage it further.
What are you
Use
damaging?
the synthesis device.
What?
Disappointing. A dead specimen
What?
is useless to Sanctuary. Are you not
I have no
up to
idea
this
what's going on
task?
right now. Just killed somebody's sanctuary being. My bad. If I did it. But thanks for
Terminals
jumping in
added.
there. You know,
Upload me and
Samaris.
prepare to
I
defend.
appreciate it, bro. Tried to kill to me, bro.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. You to defend. The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete. We've got robots inbound. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright, well, that was that. Obviously, I'm still working on pacifying my Zemeric. Alright, let's head over to the dojo. And I haven't completed a room specifically for the natural, decorations that they have. But I did do a few things inside of my own, inside of my chamber room that are still, in my opinion, they're pretty cool. It works pretty well. I've never actually had anybody inside that room of my dojo. This is where everybody spawns in at. I just use it mostly for trading. It's my Roken Vanguard room. Haven't really done much to it. Like, at all. They haven't even finished the upstairs yet. But as you can see, it's... the walkway is completely gold plated. And I will be putting something here. I have to add more of these biddies. Yeah, I came back and they had all these new decorations, so I decided to have a little fun with this. We'll go through and we'll check out the main clan room, which is my room, and obviously there's stuff here that I haven't done yet. So when you walk through, it's fire. Haven't even finished these two. And you walk in, you gotta walk through a waterfall. And I'm gonna change this right here because it looks like there's a gap when there's not. It's just that single bamboo tree. But now I covered the ground in grass. One pillar is done so far, and I'm in the middle of finishing this one. And there would be my trading post. With my maple trees, my Roken bushes, and my cherry blossom trees. And these little guys. I'm a fan of it. Oh, and then there's my chair. My happy little gold chair. And I'm still working the details out on this one. I figured it'd just be fun to have a little walkway coming to my trading post. And I built some king's chains. I don't know if I'm gonna build any more in this room, but I might. And then this little cinder block over here, I decided I needed a meditation room just for fun. Oh, also the whole floor up here is gold plated all the way through. So let's go in here. I was hoping that making this stone house, this stone block, that inside would be darker than the outside. And I even tried to cover the lights in there, but it didn't work too well. But I am pretty proud of how this turned out. It's nothing too fancy, just a little simple. Me and Buddha hanging out with the koi fish. I blocked out all the lights. That one still needs to be done. And as you can see, the lights still shine through. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. It's nothing huge, nothing crazy, but to me, it's fun. Alright, so we're gonna go check out my forest. I'm redoing this. This was completely decorated, but I destroyed everything in it. So far, this is my forest. I'm not done yet. I figured that it would be really cool to have like an Orokin dark forest in here, and I'm still adding more stuff. But the fun part about it, I also darkened the elevator door, the elevator room, because when you loaded into this room, when you came up the elevator and this was all bright, you'd walk in and the whole thing would be bright and you'd be able to see everything before you came in. So I decided to darken it, that way the transition is subtle and it stays dark. Also, no matter where you're looking over here, you cannot see the end of the forest. You can't see where the exit is unless you are watching the mini-map, which I've had friends come in here and I've watched them just run straight forward and get caught right here, when in reality it's gotta go over straight through. And now something I'm still working on, which I'll show you guys right now, is the Walk of the Lotus. I'm all the way out here in space, which I haven't finished yet. We'll go straight to the Golden Lotus, and I call it the Golden Lotus, and you can't really tell right now, but from above this is shaped like a lotus tree. I haven't finished it, it's barely started. I probably shouldn't even be showing you it. And it's right up there. Right up top there. And right out there is where the Walk of the Lotus starts. But like I said, I haven't really done much with it, so. When I built this room, I figured I'd leave it alone. I really like this room. This is one of my favorite rooms that DE has brought us. It's a little bit of everything, but it seems neat. It seems clean. I don't know. I just like it. Well, alright then. Fix this later. At one point, I did have the entire bottom of this a stone walkway. But even the stone slabs, which I used for this, aren't flat enough to be able to put what I'm planning on putting here. Obviously, I've only worked on the front of the room a little bit. I've pretty much neglected back here, but that's going to change. But alright, so that's what I have so far for my dojo. Chroma Prime, Rubico Prime, Grand Prime. Super excited and super happy about it. I'm going to log off. I do have a few videos that I will be making here in the next few weeks, time permitted. You know, the new term just started
marked on navigation.
The new term just started for fall classes here where I'm from, so
Navigation has been updated with new invasions. Chaos
a little hectic,
is
but I'm going to see what I can do because I really want to get back into this. Until then, guys, have fun.